Hello friends and bees and friends who are also bees, and welcome back to this week's Dishonored Death of the Outsider stream, which is probably going to be our very last stream of this game. This week in Dishonored Death of the Outsider we're going to be picking up where we left off last week. Last week we had made it part of the way through the compound of the cultists, and this week we're going to finish things off. I am going to try and do I'm going to continue trying to do a low chaos run. I was really struggling with my run last time, so we're going to see if I can do any better. But we'll see how it goes. Basically, I'm going to try and get as many of their runes and everything as possible. I'm also going to warn you guys, I got a new piercing today, which means that my adrenaline crash has been quite hard, and I did just have dinner, but I'm still crashing from the adrenaline, because this is always the way for me. So I do apologise if we're sort of extra low energy today, even more so than usual. It's been a really good day. I'm really happy. I absolutely love my new piercing, but I'm also a bit like, oh god, I'm so tired all of a sudden. But let's swap over to the GP, shall we? And community to load in. My subs are working. My music is paused. The game might be about to crash because I alt-tabbed in a loading screen, but that's okay. If it does, we'll just cry. Maybe I should go back to the start screen. I think I have crashed the game. God, I'm so stupid, right? Pretend none of that happened. I didn't swap to the start screen. We didn't have any of that. This is just normal intro. I'm a functioning human who is good at what they do. And sometimes what they do is play video games. There we go. So many things. Sorry for the awkward intro as we load in here. I want to go check Facebook to see the reactions to my new piercing, because I am very vain sometimes. Gosh, I really want to make Billy's costume in this game. Cosplay is one of the things that I really want to get back into doing once, like, it's more viable. And I keep looking at Billy's costume and thinking, I really want to do this one. I don't know how I would do the arm. I'd have to do some creative... People who can do, like, body art can do some really cool creative stuff to make it look like that, so maybe that's what I would do. Sorry, I had to catch a nap. I'm not sure if I got it, but if I didn't, maybe I've just I've stuck the video in the audio now. I read somewhere that the way to catch a gnat or a fly is to clap not at it but just above it. And I don't know whether or not that worked. I can't see anything on my hands or anything in my keyboard, but whatever. Right, now we can swap to the GP. I got some new orange juice and it's not very nice. Once you're there, find an entrance to the void and eliminate the outsider. Right. So this is where we left off. With a bit of a problem. The problem, of course, being that there are people everywhere. I clicked out of the game again. Right. Gonna save.
No! No! Is she? No! Dead?
Okay.
Where are you hiding? The eye will come. Be right to you.
Nothing. I'll take a look around.
I've only got... Fuck. I want to... I want to get a, I want to get... I want to get, fine. I want to get a marker up there. That's what I'm aiming for. But I'm not allowed to. Right. We can do this. So there's a cultist there. Is there anyone over here? Won't let me see. Right. I'm gonna try this. Now we're up here, which is where I wanted to be. God, I thought my phone alarm just went off there and scared the shit out of me. Who's in here? Anybody? Doesn't look like it. So, what I shall do is wait for you to turn around, teleport here, knock you out, loot you, continue to investigate what's over this way. There's 2466, which I may want to remember. Other than that, looks like what's down there is another way around. Looks pretty fucked up. So going to do this instead.
That bone charm I had the other day, it still smells like a bloated dog. Let me know if my clothes stink.
Right. Any child knows the constellations above the Isles. The captain at the helm, the Tusk Leviathan, the vain Duchess, Scaled Hugo, the Moth King. Tales older than the outsider himself. Patterns read long ago by the fearful and the ignorant to create meaning from the empty mist that engulfed them. The supposed significance of one burst in relation to these signs is a common folk tale. This one under this or that set of stars will be lucky or obedient or stubborn or proud. This is, of course, simple as superstition. But what may be read in these stars is a greater substance than the fortunes of the unimportant masses. The night sky foretold the necessity of the outsider and urged the invision to seek out the wretched become him. It is not simply the movement of these voiced stars, but when they blink out into nothingness that tells us what the void requires. Alongside the migration of birds and the entrails of certain animals, the disappearance of several prominent celestial lights urged the ancient envision to take a helpless orphan and create the outsider from its wretched flesh. That's what I have to say to that. Right. Here's what we're gonna do.
Too quick. Face your death. Now drink your blood and steal those.
That's not gonna work then. Right, need to work out a better way to do that. I wonder if I can, like, almost like lure people to come talk to me. That's what I want to do. I want to...
Go no farther, stranger.
What? Ah, fuck. Ah, I clicked out of the game once again.
I lost her. I can't let that happen again.
Okay, well, that's non-ideal, but glad they didn't notice the sound of me knocking that wastebasket over. Okay. Hi.
Use. I'll be more watchful next time. What? No. No. She's seen you, Dark Wars.
I've been hearing the ruins of the wound in my head, even in my soul.
To stand forbidden. Cold to transform by the eye. How?
Fuck. Well, that didn't work. I can't remember if I saved after I'd avoided all the anchor or not. I'm not very good at this game, if you couldn't tell. Man, this new orange juice I got, kinda shit.
By the eye.
Let's see what you can do with it.
Stop clicking outside of the game, me. Right. Well, I hate to break it to you, dude, but I absolutely have vanished.
Don't you know who you're dealing with? You're dead already.
Nothing? Nothing on the ground. I need that eyepiece. Strong magic. I can feel it. Who are you? Search it. Ow! May you find your way to the void.
What's going on? You gonna turn around so I can knock you out better?
They're always watching, always.
Experience would teach that you are not always watching, but okay. Right. I've got all of their runes, which means it's just raw whalebone time. Right. Fucked up if true. Anyone else around here? Right, here's what we're gonna do. Take this face. We're then going to knock out or pickpocket from as many of them as possible. Now. Okay, I have read that
Maybe
one.
I'll watch over you.
Will it be worth it to see reality finally? To see beyond this pale world? Finally see, don't you? There's no way out.
That was a mistake, but he didn't notice me pickpocketing, so, which is the main thing I'm after. If I can get either the runes or the whalebone charms, then it's sort of one thing off my shoulders, as it were. Right, here we go. Take this. Oops, get stuck on the stairs.
It's warm. I can feel it through the fabric. So comforting.
What's up, dude? Anything interesting over here?
Whales swim in my visions, leaving blood in their wake. I wonder what it means.
Right, here's what we want to do. Oh, I will eat that, thank you. I want to see if there's anything else. That's the way that I want to go. I do want, however, to steal from you if possible. not worth it. Here we go. Right, this is the map that we were looking for. So, it's not very helpful, but anyway, 2 and then there's 1. Anyway. Let's F5 and keep sneaking this way. We got you and you. Anyone else? Nope, just you two.
I've read various sources.
I love it. I love watching that happen. It's so satisfying. Every time I think that can't get more satisfying, and then every time it is. Now that I finally, like, got it working. Okay.
That's it. The eye of the dead god. It's watching me.
Hi. How's it hanging?
It's been a part of me since this all started. It's cold. Dead. But it still sees. I can see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Right, now. Unfortunately, we've got them. To deal with. Which I say is unfortunate because, well, I sort of don't want to deal with that, TBH, to be honest. What I do for the sake of my studies. The risks are great, but it was never in my nature to leave questions unanswered. Everything must be revealed in time. The others may judge me, but that same desire exists in their own hearts. They're simply too cowardly to pursue it. The only means the ritual hold lies in pieces, suspended at the moment in time in which the ancient gate was shattered. I'll break the oldest and most sacred dictates of our order by simply approaching it. And to attempt to trespass? I do not know if I will succeed, but I must try. Whatever happens to my body, I know that my research is hidden in the safe place in my cell. My life has led to this moment. My wasted youth in the Academy of the Natural Philosophy, my time with the Alice, my years in the Sanctum, and now I may finally uncover the secrets of the ancient language. Right. That's where we're trying to get to. But there is another way. So let's sneak back to try and do that. We want to avoid the envisioned as much as possible. It's also just struck me that that looks like the outsider's eyes, and that also a lot like a giant eye, whale's eyes, which was Appropriate and spooky and appropriately spooky. Right. We may get fucked up by one of the envisioned appearing out of nowhere. Okay. There it is. I don't know how to destroy these fuckers, so... Not like that, I believe, is the answer. Not like that really is the answer. Hello, Yumi. I am doing my best. I'm chugging along. Sorry, I'm reading through this guide. Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. Sorry, I was reading a guide onto how to kill the envisioned. What I did was the wrong thing. What I want to do is see where this dipshit paths to. Anyway, how are you, Yumi? I hope you are doing well. Oh no. Ah, cursed. It's so cursed. Right. Fuck. Fuck me. Who saw me? Ah, fuck, I clicked out of the game again.
Is that anybody there?
Oh, hi, listen, look. Just, like, don't worry about it, okay? There we go. Right, let's pretend that that went much smoother than it actually did. We're in here now, and that's what matters.
The combination to his safe might have something to do with those strange symbols.
Here we go. Right.
The topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply the base material for it to mirror.
Is that the mark of the outsider?
Sure
This
is.
one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
Okay, let's listen to this audiograph.
Others call it the ritual hold. Some say it is a cradle. Others say it too.
I'd say both.
The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege. And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes. Truly, the ritual hold exists outside of time itself. It would be as futile as it is forbidden to enter. These are thoughts for another time.
Well,
My research into this ancient alphabet continues. Some remnants of their phonemic qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs.
That won't stop me.
Distinction in tone and pitch to convey meaning.
because I don't care about things like needing to be alive.
These symbols, I know the very nature of the void runs through them, but is it a dead language or the language of the dead?
Perhaps both.
That could be the title of my next monograph.
I love that. That's so cool. I'm absolutely in love. Right. Well, so 9, 6. What is the last one? 7. I think there is the ability to eat rats in here. 962, obviously. I'm guessing. I think, I can't remember, I have been playing this game on like a stealth no murder run, so. I'm now certain of the meaning of this script adorning the flesh of those few who encounter the outsider. It is his name, the name he lost when he returned with the void. And if this name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the envisioned years ago would have been undone. This revelation sent shivers down my spine. What I held was the catalyst that could undo everything Arkane has accomplished. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps these people long ago speak with the spirits, but speculation is one of the many pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. Saw philo and automatically filled it in. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandment of our order. No one has ever entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void. But to find one of the cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues and frightens me in equal measure. Against all caution, all prudence, or sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary that holds the outsider's true form, calls to me. If my plan to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost. Well?
What? The mark is the outsider's name.
Makes sense.
And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
I guess we're gonna go find a, gotta go find a ghost. That sounds about right for this game, to be honest. Rats do play a key part in it, especially in the first like, the first game, and it's whoops, wrong button. The first game and its expansions. Food restores more health. I'm doing okay for health, actually. Don't want that. It's really good. To force. Conscious. I'm not using that. Enemies. I do like that. What's the this would seem really good, except I use displace to go around as much as possible. Okay. Sounds great. No, we're gonna swap and go to snap reaction. That'll be my next one. But let's get out of here. Where do I want to go? It's gonna yell at me in a second that I'm going too far away from my body, but at least there's nobody around this way. What? That really freaked me out. I cannot emphasize how much I hate the envisioned. To those guys covered in rocks. Especially because they make it significantly more difficult to be sneaky. There's sort of numbers everywhere. 8, 5, there was the other one around there. What it all means. going to sneak this way. I feel like I have a memory of there being like you can eat rats to regain health, but that's also very possibly just a memory and not actually real. You're straying too far from your physical form, game. Right. Gotta be careful, else that dipshit will see me. Possibly. Oh, hi.
Nerves, I suppose.
Ah, fuck, right. Never mind. Getting out of here. Reload. I saw a purple thing that I was like, oh, I have to look at it. I forgot that those guys would start moving. I would really like some more knockout things, right. Yeah. Right, sorry. Yeet indeed. Problem. Whoops, sorry, clicked out the game again. Is that this dipshit makes things difficult. Stop clicking out of the game, me. I'm guessing. What? Oh, fuck. How rude of you to be able to see me. That's so rude. Trying a thing. It may not work, but we're trying it nonetheless. So we'll just pretend I didn't get hit there. Must consider then the possibility of the outsider's own agency in these encounters. Does the void itself direct his attention, or does the boy the envision submerged into the ether of that place so long ago still retain a portion of his memory, his conscience, and indeed his desires? If we must entertain this thought, then we must also radically restructure our approach to the void and its lonely denizen. For surely it is alarming to consider. If the outsider speaks, why does he not speak to us? He has never conversed with a member of society, let alone bestowed any favour. Yet we and all the owls know the truth of his creation and are his wardens in the void. So why then does he so often appear to the ignorant, the miserable, the wronged, and the hurt? Because he was one of them, probably. What knowledge does he seek? What hope does he hope to gain by traversing the dreams of these people, or by granting them such abilities as to allow them to change the circumstances of their lives? I'm afraid, as always, that my research has left us with more questions than answers. In terms of the latter, I would guess basic empathy. In terms of the former, from what I understand, the boy who became the outsider was a sort of downtrodden orphan, you know, detritus of society, which was why he was sacrificed. I mean, his name was cut away because nobody would ever miss him. So it kind of makes sense that he would get back at them. I also get the feeling that I don't know whether this is true or not, but I get the feeling that he was created to be sort of an emblem of the void in order to sort of try and control it or seal something up. And I'm intrigued to see what happens, because it's pretty clear that it's pretty clear that the reason he doesn't support the Envisioned is because they were the ones who fucked him over. That what? Fuck. Nope, nothing. This is not safe in the slightest. Don't... Fuck. 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 Right. We're here. That was not my smoothest attempt ever, but it certainly was an attempt. Right, what's over this way? Not fucking much, it seems like. How do I do this? Not like that. No worries, Yumi. Say hi to the puppy beans for me. Give her a kiss. A kiss. Maybe a poke on the beans too. And a scritch on the buns. Ooh, you're just such a puppy. Get to see my puppy on Wednesday. I'm absolutely fucked. I've absolutely boned myself with that. That's so annoying. Okay. Fine, I'm guessing my last autosave was after I picked up the book. Something I need to get back around. So how do I... Right, what? Okay. Stop clicking out of the game, me. Right. Now. Oh. Two of them? Really? I don't know how to get there. You saw nothing. Nothing at all. What? You saw me. I hate them so much. Come on up. Right. That at least is a little bit safer. I'm gonna guess not many and no respectively. Nope. That did not work out as planned. I should have displaced. Oh, I hate this. Because we're now in like the void world. We've got the envisioned and the regular humans to deal with, and the envisioned are like the clockwork soldiers. It is a real fucking nightmare. Ah, for fuck's sake, stop clicking out of the game. Right. It's making the noise like somebody's seen me. Right, now I'm going to check something because I am lost. Okay. Right. Now, jumping down there, not the way to go. Right, we're going to save up here. We're going to... see if we can't be careful. Not ideal, but it got the job done. Right. There's that envisioned, who could cause a headache. So here's what we're going to try and do. We're going to save. That didn't work out. Fine. I will attempt to destroy it my second time round. For now, we're going to keep dodging. There's an achievement you can get for destroying one of these guys, which is why I want to do it, but for now, we shall not do that. My arm still hurts from where I got my jab on Wednesday. Grumpy. Ah, fuck's sake. Hi, buddy. Right. Let's see what else is around here. Not much, it seems like. But there is some truly intriguing music going on. Okay, well. Generally concerned. You seem to not be paying attention, so let's keep sneaking. Me too. That's me. Turned into rock and dead on the floor. That's who I am emotionally as a person. Welcome to the ritual hold.
He's here. I can feel it.
So can I. Stop clicking out of the game, me. I have a problem where I can't put this game on full screen because it sorry, I can't put this game on full screen because then it doesn't pick up on OBS. For some unbeknownst reason. So I have to have it on windowed, which means every so often accidentally I scroll out of, or I move my mouse out of where the bounds of the game are. And then it yells at me. I'm really nervous about walking in this water because I keep feeling like it's going to, I'm going to die because of it. The whale song is very cool. Ow. Yes, I will continue crouching my way through because of who I am as a person. Ah. People.
Now everything is gone.
I had a choice. I had a choice.
Friend? Hi, Dowd.
Dowd? Why are you here? What are you?
Look at us. Trapped here. An eternity on a butcher's block. Waiting for the knife to fall. There's nothing left of me but this.
Dowd. I'm here. Look at me.
I know that name. I know you. There was blood. And masks and blades raised. Billy Lurk. You remember when you hated me? And now you followed me into the void itself. You brought the knife. I can't hurt him. There's nothing I can do. Only you can kill him. How long have I waited here?
Too long, old man.
There he is. The outsider. All this time dreaming in the void. I wonder if he dreamed about this moment. Go finish it. End his miserable life.
I sort of guessed that they were.
Almost looks like he's in pain. Is this really what you want? Is this really what he deserves?
You know how this ends, Billy.
Do I? I'm trying to work out who this is, but I can't recognize the face.
Take me back. I want to go back.
Don't know who that is.
Soil underneath my fingernails.
I'm guessing these are all people who have been given his gift.
I hear their fingernails inside the walls. The noise.
I will always hate you for what you did.
I'm guessing.
I fed his heart to the hounds. White teeth pulling it apart. White teeth stained black.
You know,
I spread it on my thighs.
I was gonna say, why are yeah, I feel like we should be able to talk to Delilah, but I guess she's alive. She's just sort of trapped.
You ruined me. Always hate you. Always.
You're all here with me forever. You're all mine. Oh. I could have walked away. Who can forgive me? Who is left to forgive me?
Got anything else to say? One of these, I'm sure, is Granny Rags. I hate seeing the teeth just appear out of nowhere. It's very unnerving.
Bring me his head in a dish. He was my brother. He was my brother. Now there is no
What I was going to say was, there's no doubt Aura, Emily, but I guess they're both still alive, so...
I can take you to see your mother again. Let me take you to see your mother.
Well...
Look at you. This is what the Abbey tried to hide. This is what the Eyeless want to know about. I'm at the center of the void itself. And you're not even some kind of horror I need to face down and fight. You're at my mercy. But you've always been at the mercy of bad people, haven't you? You said I had a choice. Well, I'm here to make it.
I'm not killing him. I'm going for
I
the...
don't deserve this. No one deserves this. I won't let the world turn on someone suffering.
Yeah.
I found another way. The outsider lived and breathed once. He spent his days on the streets of some forgotten city. These cultists took everything away from him. Even his name.
I always knew from the
I know
start.
what it is. His name is the Mark. Only the dead can read it. If we give that back to him, he'll be free. He'll live out the rest of his days as a man like any other.
The Mark? No. You're here to kill him. You can't ask me to do this, Billy. Not after everyone he's hurt.
Tough titties,
Not
dude.
after everything we've done.
Why is he to blame for what we did? He gave us a way to fight back. He never lied to us about what we might become.
You know what I became. We looked down on Dunwall as if we owned it. As if we could drown it in blood. Wow. He knew we'd turn into monsters like him. He always knew. And his Billy, he can't do anything but harm.
I saw the cult who hurt him. He died once at their hands. Look at him. This wasn't his choice. He never asked for this power.
Then end it. Put him out of his misery if you pity him. It's a better future than anything that might wait for him out there.
But does he have to die? Years ago, I did something terrible to you. I didn't deserve to live. But you let me walk away. You gave me a chance. Let him live, Dowd. Let him have the life he lost. Like you did for me.
When you left Dunwall, I hoped you could live a better life without me.
Clearly we didn't.
That your future wouldn't be killing for coin until someone came to betray you. Forgiveness is a rare thing in this world, Billy. You're better than I was.
Dowd.
Farewell, Billy. For the last time.
What?
I can taste blood in my mouth. I can hear Dowd's voice in my ear. You have done something impossible.
We let you live. I can take you out of here.
These eyes were closed for centuries, and I saw everything. Down here, I walked through the minds of generations. And now,
You're free.
Hang on, that was his name all along? Man, the circle really does go unbroken by and by.
I can't take back what was done to you all those years ago. No more than I can take back what was done to me. But now you have a chance to be something new. To be something better. It must be strange knowing what you know. Seeing with old eyes all the secrets of the world. We've both seen the worst in people's hearts. But in the end, I gave Dowd peace. And maybe you can find some too. There's so much doubt. But there are some things I know are true. The outsider is no more. And with that, the world will change in ways none of us can know. But the void is still there, echoing just beyond what you can see.
I guess we
there's
never
no one
got...
left to say who will and won't be touched by its magic.
We never got our arm and our eye back, so... Ah, piss. I did kill one person. I don't know who that was. I got detected a lot. Missing 5 of the bone charms, but that's okay. We did operate the lift. I cannot emphasize how much I want more of this game world in my life. I love the world. I love the world that these games are set in, and I really want to be able to interact with it more. It's just... It's a really good world, a really good setting. Swear to God, one day I will do a playthrough where I will be able to time things properly. Especially with this game, it feels like every single time because of the way the intro, each quest is about 3 hours, but the intro quest was a bit shorter, which meant that every single time it was like, it was just a little bit delayed. I'm also kind of annoyed that there's stuff that I missed, but this is a blind playthrough. I had a guide up for if I got stuck, but at some point I'm going to do my, like, collect everything playthrough. We'll get all the story achievements I can, collect everything, and commit all the murders. I'll do my... Now that I've got clean hands for 2 games at least, so I shall have to try and go for Ghost. I'm never gonna get, there's a couple of achievements I'm never gonna get in these games, but I shall go for Ghost. I'm just thinking, like, I want to know what happens next, because the Outsider saga is done, but obviously stuff is still gonna happen in Dishonored, and the Void certainly still exists, and even if there's not somebody to be like a face of the Outsider in the same way, I feel like, you know, there should be more story, and I want to play like almost like an Andromeda of this game, where it's like the saga of, you know, the saga of Corvo and Emily and Dowd and Billy is complete. You know, we're done with that now. Also, parallels. If you play as Emily in Dishonored 2 like I did, the parallels be like, but that saga is done, like you say, the Mass Effect trilogy was. And so what I want is something akin to Andromeda, something set way in the future that's, like, there's so many more areas that we never got to explore. You know, there's so much out there that we should be able to see. Welcome back. You missed, Yumi, I'm afraid you missed all of the drama of me not killing the Outsider. Instead I gave him his name back and turned him back into a real boy. But yay for Bella. And her belly rubs. Well, she's a soft puppy. No worries. Congrats on seeing the beginning and the end of this stream. I was saying earlier, I have a real problem with timing in these games, because each mission lasts about 3 hours, which is like the perfect time for a stream. The problem is, because the opening missions are always a bit shorter, the first stream tends to... I do like a mission and a half in the first stream, because there's the intro and then the first half of the first mission, like the breaking into it, and then there's the actual like going around bit, and then the opening in the next one. I was thinking what I should have done for all of this is I should have just done like the intro stream, which just been like, this is the first mission, and broken it up into like missions rather than like 3 hour chunks. That would have been probably better, but oh well. That's okay. Man. I really do love this game a lot. I really. I'm so glad. I'm annoyed that it took me so long to play this game, but I'm glad that I finally got round to it, and that I got round to it after having played all the others and having it on the brain, as opposed to like when it first came out as DLC, because I would have not been very lost. It's very good. Yumi, the Dishonored 1 is very often on sale. It's, when you play it, you can definitely tell that it's kind of old for a game, but it's a really good game and I would recommend it. I love this series so much. I love this world so much. It's really... The mythology of this world is fantastic. And I do think, just because the Outsider saga is completed doesn't mean the story of the world of Dishonored is. I think we could definitely have more in the future. And I say that both from a storytelling perspective and like I want to play more of this game perspective. What I'm saying is, Arkane Studios, please give me Dishonored 3. I would be so happy if we could get Dishonored 3. It would seriously make my life. I just want more stabbing. I want to be able to play as more cool female characters and be able to do more stabs, and that's what I want. I want more Emilys and more Billys. And yeah, I keep distracting myself with how cool that if you play as Emily through Dishonored 2, the parallels of playing the first game as Corvo and then its DLCs as Dowd, and then the second game as Emily and its DLCs as Billy, or DLC as Billy. To be honest, the Dishonored DLCs, the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches, can essentially be treated as one game. Similar to this, but this is very good. That's what I'll say. I want more. Unelse is very good. I can finally read all of the Dishonored fic that I have been saving in my to-read list, like my mental to-read list, because it's Dishonored DOTO spoilers, and I'm like, well, don't spoil it. Me knowing full well that there clearly must be a non-lethal ending still says, don't spoil it. Do you want to know a fun fact about this game? I cosplayed Emily Caldwin a couple of years ago, back when I lived in London for Comic-Con, and I had no idea until I got there that there was a Bethesda like event going on, and so I did go up on screen and I had a Dowd, and the Dowd was kind of creepy and put me off a bit. Not Dowd, sorry, I had a Corvo, but I did go up on stage and strut my stuff as Emily Caldwin, and it was good. But guys, I know this is a shorter stream than usual, but that's always the way for my final streams, I feel like. So that takes us very neatly to the end of this, which means I can go play Destiny 2 all evening, probably. Although I kind of want to go straight back in and do a New Game Plus run of this, but I'm not going to have more strength than that. When I do New Game Plus, I'm going to do a New Game Plus maximum stealth, maximum stabby run of all of the games, and that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, for now, take care everybody, have a wonderful evening, do look after yourselves and be excellent to each other. I will be streaming Destiny 2 tomorrow. We're going to be doing more activities. Yumi, if you're available, I might try and see if I can wrangle you and another bee for a run of the Corrupted to see if we can get through that, but we shall see. Then on Tuesday it'll be Final Fantasy XIV, where we shall be doing the Neo raid unlocks, and then a couple of other unlocks. Basically gonna do a cyclical thing where I'll do an unlock, and then while I'm waiting for the queue to pop, I'll do an unlock of the next thing down the list, and so on. In advance of 5.2, which is 5.3, which is in a couple of weeks. There will not be a stream Wednesday, Thursday, or indeed next Saturday, because I am going to be away. I'm going to be down in London from Wednesday onwards, because I'm getting a tattoo on Thursday and a haircut on Friday, and seeing my family, and also because it gives me time to prep for the next game that I'm going to be playing for Saturdays. Yumi, I don't know if I've mentioned... I don't think I've mentioned it outside of, like, Disaster Pisa chats yet. But I do know what I'm going to be playing next. We're going to be taking a bit of a break from playing through a series. We're going to play sort of a standalone game. It's not a standalone game, but it can be, and how do I put this? We're going to be playing a thing that is going to have to be played as a standalone game due to the fact that I cannot play any of the previous games, and I know that it can be played standalone, so anyway. From that, I say good night, have a wonderful evening, do look after yourselves, be excellent to each other. Yumi, please give Bella tummy rubs and kisses from me. Take care, have a wonderful evening, look after yourselves. I think I said that already, but I'll say it again. Appreciate my new piercing, because I'm about to go wash it, because it's starting to hurt with the headphones on. And I shall see you guys tomorrow.